everybody! So, I'm very zoomed in, I have no makeup on at all, so this means I'm going to show you a tutorial today. And by the title, you already know it's going to be a first date makeup. So, if you're interested, then keep on watching. And actually, there is seriously one rule that always comes to my mind whenever people ask me what can I do makeup wise on a first date is stick to your basics. Stick to the products that you already used a lot of the times, that you know will work for you, that you know that flatter your eye shape, your eye color, your skin tone, everything. Just use those products because you know, sometimes it might end up in a disaster, something will break you out or just won't look good on you, and then, you know. One thing also that comes to my mind first is one of my holy grail products that I would use, you know, the night before I would go on a first date. And this is the Alpha H Liquid Gold Intensive Night Repair Serum. I think I've went through 3 or 4 bottles already, and all I can say is it always works for me. It doesn't necessarily have to work for you. So again, stick to what you know. This is a glycolic acid treatment that you apply, you know, in the night, and it kind of really deeply exfoliates your skin and makes it just look so flawless, plump, healthy looking that I think it is the perfect base for a first date makeup. And this is the product I, you know, always rely on whenever it comes to a kind of special event, and a first date is definitely one of them. So yeah, I would put that on at night, all over my face, neck, and probably also the décolleté area because it makes your skin very soft and smooth. And today, the first product I'm going to use on my skin is by Paula's Choice. It is the Resist Pure Radiant Skin Brightening Treatment. Basically what it is a treatment that you put on before your moisturizer. It has a lot of antioxidants in it. It is one of those, you know, products that have my favorite ingredient in, which is niacinamide. And it really helps to brighten and give you a lot more glowiness as you wish. So I apply it on my face. And also this product has a little bit of sheen to it, so it definitely helps you with the glowiness factor. And it just also feels incredible on the skin. So after the Paula's Choice serum is on, I'm going to use a regular moisturizer. Nothing too fancy. This is the Amaryllis Late Creme Concentrate. I'm sure everybody knows what it is already. It is really the most basic moisturizer I have in my collection. Usually I would go for a sunscreen, but since it is a first date, I'm definitely not risking any flashback whenever, I don't know, if you want to make photos or something that you just get a little bit of flashback. So this is something I would skip only today. I also have to say, whenever you use a glycolic treatment, you should be wearing sunscreen even days after you used it. But today is a special day, and I think it is okay when you skip it one time. But usually I would also go out with a sunscreen. So apply the moisturizer evenly on your face and also a little bit on your neck. So the foundation I chose for the first date is MAC's Face and Body Foundation. I'm in the shade C1. To me, this made the most sense to use because it is a sheer to light coverage, so it kind of makes your skin show through a little bit. It feels incredibly light on the skin. Also, it is sweat resistant and transfer resistant, which I guess is the even more important fact, because you might hug or, I don't know, probably even kiss, and you don't want to, transfer your foundation onto his cheek or something. So keep working it in until it is completely blended into your own skin tone. So I have a really light layer of the face and body on, so I still look like I don't have too much coverage on my skin. So as you can see, it also kind of didn't cover the blemishes that I have. So I'm going to cover them now, and I'm using the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15. It is a brilliant concealer. I already talked about it in my haul video because it is very full coverage. It is one of those very kind of creamy thick concealers that just work incredibly well on blemishes and also here around the nose to cover redness. So I'm going to cover that. I'm also going to apply the concealer under my eyes so there are no dark circles or, still redness or something, and really tap it on, really emulsify the product into the skin so there are no lines or something. So, foundation and concealer are on. I'm going to use a second concealer because this is a light reflecting one, and I think it really helps, especially under the eye area, and to kind of take the place as a highlighter as well, but a really subtle one. So I'm going to apply it on my shadows under the eyes. I love this product and I use it every day, so I know it works for me. Also on the nose. And I like to do this kind of funny drawing here on my forehead a little bit so that basically this entire area is lightened up. And I'm going to tap it in with my fingers again. So this makeup is really just using a lot of your own hands. The only brushes I think I'm going to use are for eyeshadows, but for the base I think it's okay to use your fingers. You can of course use a brush for that, but I like to tap it on with my fingers. This is something that I think guys know by now, is that whenever you have like this line here of foundation, that they know you definitely wear makeup. So just keep that in mind. Make your makeup look as undetectable as possible, so he thinks that, I don't know, you naturally look like that. So I'm going to groom my brows because a little bit of foundation stuck in there. And I'm going to use my trusty Gosh long-lasting brow pen. Usually I would apply a little bit more on my brows, so I have like a really defined, thicker brow. But for a first date, I would keep it as natural as possible so that it doesn't look like you have a completely different, eyebrow shape or something. So all I will do is I brush up my hair because I really like how that looks like. And it also gives me a little bit the illusion of a little bit more lid space. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to, look down in the mirror like that. And I also like to apply this following the natural line of my brows and apply only a teeny bit color higher. Only a teeny bit, and that's it. And then use my spoolie again and brush in the product so that it doesn't look like I have used anything. Okay, now the brows are done. I'm going to continue with the eye makeup. So the actual key of our entire makeup. And I'm going to start out with using MAC's Soft Ochre Paint Pot as a base. So the eyeshadow I decided on using for the first date is MAC's Patina It is such a beautiful, very wearable color if you are pale as I am. I just think it looks very, very natural, completely flattering on everybody who is pale. It is, I would say, like this kind of beigey, goldy shade. It's not too shimmery. It has like the satin finish. And I'm going to use it on a 217 brush, also from MAC. And I'm going to look down in the mirror very straight so that I can really see where my crease is. And I'm going to place the patina right in the crease. Also starting very lightly because we don't want to, you know, create a cut crease look. So with light strokes, looking down, apply the patina into your crease. And you can really feel it that it's here. It's right under the brow bone. And also I'm going to sweep a little bit into the lash line and into the lower lid. Like that. And just continue to blend it and make it as flawless as possible. And the same color I'm going to use a little bit on the lower lash line, just a little bit. And also not the entire way in, just like only the halfway. So I'm going to use a second color, only a very light one. This is like a champagne-y, non-shimmery color. I think this is called Next to Nothing, but you can use Brulee or Vanilla or Blanc type, I think it is called. Something along those lines that kind of just, you know, is there to brighten up your inner corner and a little bit on the eyelid to, you know, blend in with the patina color, but not too much so it's not overly obvious, but to also give you a little bit of light in there because it really tends to get dark in the inner corners of the eyes. Curling your lashes is one of the essentials of this look because it really opens up your eyes so much and makes an incredible difference. So after the lashes are curled, I'm going to apply the Max Factor Kohl Kajal in Natural Glaze. This is just a flash colored eye pencil that really helps to brighten your eye look. I wouldn't use white personally because it's way too harsh, and a flesh colored tone looks 1,000 times more natural. It still gives you the wide awake eyes. I chose the Maybelline False Lash Volume Express one. It's with the lace on the top. I would actually use a waterproof mascara, to be honest, but I don't have this mascara in waterproof and I really like it. So if I had it, I would definitely use it for the first date because you really want to be on the safe side, and if you might going to cry or you have to go through the rain or something, you don't want your mascara to come off. So, mascara is done. I'm going to continue with a little bit of contouring. If you are not familiar with how to contour or you never done it before, please don't do this. It might not look good, but I have to contour because this is something, one of my, well, features that I like to emphasize are my cheekbones. So I like to contour just a little bit, not too much. And I'm going to use NYX Taupe Blush for that. I think to me it just makes a difference, and I like to contour and I do this a lot, so again, stick to your basics. I know how to do it. If you know how to do it, brilliant, then go ahead. But if you don't, skip this step. And for blush, I chose the Kiko Bitter Margarita one, but I thought that a lot of you guys are not able to get it, so I would use Coralista instead. Or if you can get it, the Daniel Sandler watercolor blush in Soft Peach is also incredibly flattering, but I'm going to use the Kiko Bitter Margarita blush, which looks like that. I think it is just a beautiful blush, so I'm going to use that. Also, not too much on the blush side. I really like to go on a little bit fuller on blush usually, but for a first date I wouldn't. I just like to keep it a little bit more natural there as well. So apply it. I think this is a 168 brush. It's also by MAC. It's a brilliant blush brush. It really just places the color nicely on the cheeks. So the blush is done. I'm going to lock in the makeup with a setting powder, and this is the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural by MAC. And I'm going to use the same brush that I use for the contouring, which is the Real Techniques blush brush. I just swept it off on a tissue to make sure there's no contouring powder on it. And I'm really lightly tapping the powder onto the areas that I want to securely set, which is most of the time actually under the eyes and on my forehead, because throughout the day I tend to get shiny there just a little bit. Oh yeah, and under on my chin as well. And the very last step of this makeup look will be a setting spray, and the one that I totally love, and I think it really kind of locks in your makeup, is the Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Spray. So I shake it a little bit, and I don't know, three to four pumps are sufficient to really cover and lock in the foundation and all your makeup look actually. And to not forget the lips, I chose MAC's Patisserie lipstick. I love this color. It is basically almost identical to my natural lip color, but it looks 1,000 times better. So I'm going to use that. I guess I wouldn't go on like a bright red or any kind of bright colors for a first date. So again, I would keep it very, very nude, very simple. So just apply a little bit. So this is the finished look. I hope you like it, and especially I hope you can see how it looks like. But it is just a very natural, your face but better makeup, I would say. It just enhances the right things in your face. I mean, I like to enhance my cheekbones. I like to, have very full, long lashes and, blush. This is actually those things that count for me, and I'm done. So as long as your makeup is undetectable for the guys, so you blend your foundation down your neck and, blend in everything on your face that you have, it's perfect for a first date. And it doesn't look like you wear too much. It looks like your skin comes through, and you look awesome. So I hope I could help you with this tutorial, and I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It would make the world for me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!